Okay, g'day again. Right, this is that big ugly weld that I had. If you haven't watched the previous video, actually there's a couple of videos back, but I had originally cut this off and repaired a major hole that was underneath it, and repaired had holes all across here as well, which had been sort of previously puttied but not actually done properly. And yeah, I'd cut the whole thing off, and then I didn't put the guard's door or anything back on. Didn't even put this panel back in when I welded it, and of course I put it in the wrong place. It was too far into the center, and it wasn't high enough to meet the bonnet or this vent panel. So yeah, I'd cut it again all the way along this edge. Moved it, brought it up, had a big gap all the way along here, which I had to fill in with a piece of fencing wire, fill the gap in and then weld over it. And of course I had this huge big ugly weld all the way around it. See, it looks something like this. This is the same thing. I had to, this is actually a factory fault, as I explained in the previous videos. The door gap just wasn't right. It was right down here. Up here is like a 10mm gap. Just don't know why I'd never noticed it before actually, but anyway. So yeah, that was the same story. I had to cut it, because this is a double panel here. I had to cut the whole piece off. And then cut the inner panel, pull the inner panel out, and then put this piece back on in the right place. And of course I had a huge gap here which I tried to fill in again with a piece of fencing wire, and that's this big wide ugly weld, and that's basically what I had all the way along the front here. But anyway, it's cleaned up, rather neat. A bit hesitant about this rounded edge, but I did leave a gap in there, so there was a lot of penetration, so it should still be fairly solid. It doesn't feel like it's gone through anywhere. But the original patch, like cutting it off down in the gap here, that was a really bad mistake. Wasn't sort of too bad to clean off in here, but it was really hard to clean the weld up in here. One of the pins is missing altogether. There should be another pin here somewhere. One I'd welded over the top, and another one I just couldn't get in it behind it, and I thought, well, I'm already missing two. I got to replace two, so I just ground that off as well. So somehow I've got to put pins back in there. These are the pins. They have plastic clips that your trim slips under. Can probably just rivet them on actually, but anyway, we'll get to that when we get to do it. But overall on the top, there's a few highs and lows, bit of a low here, bit of a low in here, so a couple of little lows, but they said that like they're minimal, like the putty that goes on is only going to be like 1mm thick. I'll putty the entire thing anyway, but it's a pretty thin coat of putty, so I'm pretty up with that. It's not going to crack, fall off or anything else. Once it's done, nobody will ever know. So alright, I just wanted to show you in case you looked at it in previous videos and thought, how the hell are you ever going to clean that up, But you can. And I hate grinding, and I've been looking at this for like 2 weeks. kept putting it off, and then I didn't have a flap disc anyway. The other one was worn out, and I bought a flap disc, and then started doing it, burnt the brushes out. So when yeah, a couple of days later I went and got some brushes. Put the brushes in, started doing it. Yeah, 10-15 minutes and the whole thing burned out. So yeah, then I had to wait, another week till I could afford and buy a new grinder. So yeah, bought another Makita. The other one lasted for a long time. Yeah. But yeah, finally got it done, so it's a relief. Now I've got all the other grind patches I've got here. I've got the other side. Same story on here. That was a really, as I said, that was a big mistake cutting it off in here. Yeah, it's the same story here. Well, that one I'll probably be able to save. Don't know about that one because the welding's gone underneath it. See, that's the problem. Yeah, unless I can get the weld off from underneath it, the clip's not going to go back on anyway. So I'll probably end up losing that one. That one should be okay. Well, these just going all together. Yeah, and I've still got to raise that up. I've got to raise it up from here on here. So, because that, yeah, it's okay. The heights are right here, down here, as you can see. It's 2 or 3 mil below the vent panel. And of course I got this whole quarter panel to clean up yet. I haven't even finished welding that. I had 3 goes at it. It's just so slow, just tacking and tacking and tacking and tacking and move, tacking every 6 inches and waiting for it to cool and so on. And yeah, I'll get back to that. Yeah, anyway, won't be for a few weeks, or a week or so anyway. I got to push it aside. Tomorrow I got to get the Volkswagen in here. I got things to do. The Volkswagen's going to go on a road trip soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.